In this tutorial we're going to be talking about some coding concepts, in particular an if statement. So if statements work with the condition, and if the condition is met, so if the condition's met, the condition that we lay out, it'll do something which I say, so whatever I ask it. An example of this would be, if I put petrol in the car, it will run. So an if statement is if I give money for a carton of milk, I can take it home. So there's lots of if statements that actually happen in real life, but we're going to look at a really simple coding concept program that we're putting down at the moment. Alright, so just lost my button. Okay. So in this we're going to say if the red button is pressed, here's my red button, just here, boop, pressed, then I'm going to get the dinosaur to eat. The do is the dinosaur is going to eat this Lego man. But it's not being satisfied at the moment because I haven't pressed the button, so there's like a door here. So he's behind the door, he can't get through, so he's locked out. Okay, so if I press the button, boom, the conditions are met, the door gets opened and comes through here and eats the guy. So the conditions are met and the door's opened and he eats the guy. How do I stop him from eating the guy? Well, we have to look at other concepts as well. So let's go on to the next one. So move this out of the way. I want to talk to you about variables. So variables are like an envelope. It's like an envelope that you see, like so. I've seen envelopes these days, but you get letters coming in, old day stuff. And in that envelope, we can name it something. So if we name this envelope Bob, okay, you can name it anything you want. And in that envelope, what we can do is we can store stuff. We can store numbers. So I can say store in this envelope called Bob, it's a variable 1. And in goes 1. Shunk, and in it goes. I can also say, okay, take out 1 and I want you to put in now the number 3 into that envelope. So all these envelopes, these are variables, and all they are envelopes which store data. Okay, so let's see how we go about writing an if statement with that. So my concept is, what I've got 3 Lego men, and I want the first thing to happen is if the conditions are met with the first Lego man, I want him to be eaten, chomp, 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 chomp. And then if something else happens, I want him to come and eat this Lego man. And then if the conditions are met in the other one, I want him to eat the last Lego man. So I'm going to say if my button is pressed, if the button is pressed plus the envelope, the variable called Bob, has 1 in it, I want it to eat the Lego man. Okay, and at the end of it I'm going to do this little tricky thing. I'm going to say, and now set Bob, I can do this, Bob to 2. So now I'm going to take out the number 1 and I'm going to put into that envelope called Bob number 2. Then I'm going to write some more code. I'm going to say if the button is pressed and Bob, the envelope, is number 2, I want the dinosaur to eat this dude with his funny little helmet on. And then I'm going to set that envelope called Bob to 3. You can see the next thing that I'm going to do for our last Lego man, which is down here, we're going to say if the button is pressed and Bob is number 3, then I want the dinosaur to eat this guy, and then I want to set Bob to number 4. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if our code works. Remember, I've got a door here, you can't come through, and I've got my button here, and I've got my, where's my number 1 there? I've got my number 1. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is set in my envelope here, my envelope called Bob. I'm going to set it to have number 1 in it. So let's have a look, and yes, number 1 is in Bob. Okay, so let's see what happens. So I press the button, boop. Okay, the if statement, the first condition is recognised. Let's check the envelope, Bob, what's in there, number 1. Okay, the door is now open, and he runs through, yum yum yum, he starts eating it, eating our Lego man, but then Bob is set to 2. So now the conditions aren't met, the dinosaur has to leave, but by this time this guy's, he's pretty well eaten. And now we've got Bob set with number 2. Alright, so let's see what happens for the next if statement. So come down here for the next one. Great. Now we're going to press the button. If the button is pressed, boop, and we're going to check Bob, what Bob's got in there. If these two are together, Bob has got a number 2. Great, those conditions are met. The door's open, and in comes the dinosaur. Yum, 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 starts eating away, and Bob is now set to 3. Okay, so now the dinosaur has to leave. Come on, because the door's now shut. Okay, so we can't eat that guy, but by this time he's cooked. All right, let's go to the next one. What happens now? Well, no conditions are being met at the moment. The dinosaur's behind his door, and if this statement is pressed, okay, so the button's pressed, that's the condition. We'll check Bob, what's in Bob. Bob has number 3 in him, the door's open, and in comes the dinosaur, eats this Ewok from Star Wars. It's pretty much gone, but then Bob is set to 4. That means the door gets shut again and the dinosaur can't get out. So now the dinosaur can no longer get in here, okay, because Bob is set to 4. Dinosaur can't get in here because Bob is set to 4. Dinosaur can't get in here, so the dinosaur's just dinosaur can't get in here because Bob is being set to 4, and you need 3 for that one. So now the dinosaur can't eat the Lego men anymore because he's locked outside the 3 doors because the conditions aren't met. And that's just how the if statement works with using variables and conditions. Hope that made some sense.